using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go blue. They did just that.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for room. It's Washington. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Finds his big tight end. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give to the tailback. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Wolverine! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And this offense trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The give to the back. Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he got loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this win
honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Leaves it with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. There's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick on 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the single back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. A fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Finds the tight end. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. He'll be stopped short at the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. He'll try the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. It's reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
3rd down coming up.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.